constructing a formal definition. One is that when the term being defined is included in the defining part. This makes the definition as a circular one. The second one is by giving a negative definition in a particular term. This should not be done unless some of its idea are considered as an essential to the term meaning. I am Naya Cabillas, and I tackled about formal and informal definitions. I rate myself 7 because, as what I've observed on my discussion, I am distracted to the audience. As a result, I forgot some points on the topic I have discussed. I should only stand straight when I am delivering my topic, in order to look nice and good. I should avoid leaning or putting my hands on the desk because in some listeners, it may cause a problem in terms of hearing what I am saying clearly. I also lack self-confidence because, based on my facial expressions, I committed so many mistakes as if I don't know my topic well. But, in spite of these mistakes, I am looking forward to improve myself. Yes, I have learned the mistakes, and yes, I'll be having a fruitful report on my next time. Based on our book, amplified or extended definition of terms is done when you define a complex or highly specialized concept with the use of any or combination of giving the background to terms, illustration, or example, analogy, comparison and contrast, by exclusion, showing what the term is not, by classification, cause and effect, and other methods. This is one of the good reasons why the lesson and definition is put in the middle of the book. To acquaint us first the various methods of programming development. Okay.
I rate myself 6 because I noticed on my video that I keep looking at the ceiling because sometimes I forgot the next word to say. I'm also got distracted by the people walking the corridor, so I can control myself looking outside the door. Maybe it's all because I'm so nervous that time. I'm not so prepared, and that was my first time to discuss something in front of the class without any reading materials or reading guides. So to lessen my nervousness, instead of looking at the audience, I just looking at the ceiling whenever I forgot the next word to say. About my voice, I think it's loud enough to hear the whole class.
Dr. Alam, good morning classmates. My report is all about and my discussion is all about analogy. What is analogy? Analogy is a cognitive process of transferring information or meaning from one particular subject to another subject, and a linguistic expression corresponding to such a process. In a narrower sense, analogy is an inference or an argument from one particular to another particular, as opposed to deduction, induction, and abduction, where at least one of the premises or the conclusion is general. The word analogy can also refer to the relation between the source and the target themselves, which is often, though not necessarily, a similarity, as in the biological notion of analogy.
I'm Ian Cassandra V. Maglala, and I'm here to make a comment about my video report. For my video report, I rate myself 7 because I think I did not done it perfectly. At first, when I'm discussing at the front, I feel nervous, but I deliver it properly. Sometimes, I look at the wall so that I cannot be distracted by the people surrounding me. But, when I accidentally glance at my classmates, they tease me, and I post for a while, and I can't control my emotion, so I laugh. When I laugh, I think my discussion was distracted at that moment. So that for me is the worst part of my discussion. For me, I did my best for my report to make it successful, but I guess my best wasn't good enough.
What is editing? What comes into your mind when it's a French term for a class? That sounds like a little random label on your shirt back. Well, you way out in etiquette is based on the word ethic. Which means more principle or philosophy. It's like an invisible warning device. That cautions a person when he about to commit an ethical act. That's the code of ethics.
Good day, Dr. Alan. I'm Camille Dimayga. I'm taking myself this because in my discussion I conduct some of my lines and I feel nervous at the time and I have no example to my discussion. I'm not deserving to the high score. I'm contented to my score that I gave my best to my discuss that assigned to me. And I think I'm totally contented to my score and I feel great when I'm talked into the front. Thank you, Ma'am Alan, for my
In the text below and pick out one of the literature of the rock that left the pattern. The cross spread is only where there are faults and the pressure is released. When the rock melts, the hot liquid forces its way up and resulting in volcanic eruption. This movement of liquid rock, both inside and outside of the Earth's crust, are called volcanoes. Volcanoes imply electricity built up the surface of the Earth. As eruption continues, the volcano grows until they become hills or mountains. The opening to which the eruption takes place called trigger.
Yeah. Okay na.
I rank myself from 5 to 10 ever. Because when I watch the video, the worst thing that I did are looking at my TV, very briefly, putting my hands on my pocket, and there are times that I'm not facing the audience directly. I think that 7 is too bad as my ranking, because the worst things in the video are not simple, unlike looking at the ceiling for a long period of time, looking outside, and being anxious during the discussion. But I cannot deny that I feel nervous whenever I am in front. That's why I committed to speak in my video.